Hello everyone, this is your Lord of Silence here. I thought about doing a video explaining about who I am and what I mean by life is meaningless and that we have to decide our own purpose. But I decided to make another response video to Bible Flux Box 2's videos. This time I'm doing the 10 facts evolutionists don't want you to know. I'm not going to bother explaining why evolutionist is a stupid term. Since this has to do with the theory of evolution, I will skip any argument from a different field of science and a different theory and hypothesis, and generally will skip anything that doesn't have to do with the theory itself. Oh yeah, disclaimer. I'm not responsible for any brain damage you may or may not obtain from watching this video.
Hello and welcome to my channel, Bible Flockbox. In this video, I'm going to be talking about 10 facts that evolutionists don't want you to know. Fact number 1. The Big Bang Theory is one of the most ridiculously impractical theories for the origin of the universe.
This has to do with cosmology, so skip.
Fact number 2. The fossil record does not support the theory of evolution.
It doesn't? And someone should tell all those museums, paleontologists, and every single fucking college textbook. You were saying?
This is because no actual complete skeletal missing links have been found. Missing links are remains that prove one species have crossed over to another, like a half-man, half-monkey. Evolution teaches that, through natural selection and mutations, it took man approximately 6 million years to evolve. That means during that whole time, species of animals were changing from one to another and progressing towards manhood. Yet, there is not one complete set of skeletal remains that prove this. There should be literally millions of complete skeletal remains of transitional types of species if evolution did, in fact, take that long to occur. But what do we have instead? Some skulls and teeth and other small fragments of bone, which really prove nothing, because if you don't have the complete skeleton from where the remains came from, you can't prove they are transitional fossils. Simply claiming those remains came from a transitional type of species is not enough proof.
First off, do you know what all it needs to make a fucking fossil? Secondly, do you know what genetics is? Look it up and learn something. Now, onto your missing links in transitional fossils. We found them. They're in museums. Real museums. Not the wannabe one in Kentucky. Go to some of them and learn some fucking science.
Not to mention, some of those transitional fragments have turned out to be complete hoaxes. Take Piltdown Man, for example. In 1912, parts of a jaw and skull were found in England and called Piltdown Man. Evolutionists used these remains to claim they had clear evidence that man descended from ape-like creatures. However, in 1953, it was proven to be a total forgery. Laboratory tests confirmed that the bones were rather recent, not ancient, and that they had been stained with bichromate to make them look old. Also, the canine tooth of the skull was found to have been filed and stained. This isn't the only hoax like this. I'll include a link in the description box to a book entitled Evolution Cruncher, which goes into more detail about this and thousands of other scientific facts that discredit the theory of evolution.
I wonder who proved Piltdown Man was fake. The Christian scientists or the evolution scientists? Oh wait, it wasn't the Christian scientists. From your first two facts, I can tell the rest of this video is going to be stupid and misleading. I wonder how pissed off you Christians would be if I were to make a video being misleading about your holy book.
Fact number 3. Dinosaurs did not go extinct 65 million years ago. In 2005, paleontologist Mary Schweitzer discovered blood vessels in the thigh bone of a Tyrannosaurus rex, which supposedly went extinct 68 million years ago. But according to the theory of evolution, this is impossible, because traditional ideas of how fossils form do not allow for the preservation of soft, perishable organic tissues. Not to mention, the thigh bone itself was relatively unfossilized. This points to a young age for the remains of the dinosaur bones, roughly about 4,300 years, corresponding with the time of the biblical flood.
This isn't in my area of expertise, nor do I have much knowledge on it. So here is a wiki pic covering Mary Schweitzer's research. You can pause the video to read it. Link down below.
Not only did dinosaurs not go extinct 65 million years ago, there still may be some around today. Over the past century, there have been a few instances where what looked like dinosaur carcasses have been discovered. The two images that you see here are of two possible plesiosaurs.
The key word here is possible, and I'm calling bullshit on both of them. The one on the left looks like a fucking rock, not a fossil. And the one on the right looks like a bunch of garbage.
The one on the left washed ashore in Monterey Bay, California in 1925. It had a 20-foot long neck, and some witnesses described a number of legs on the creature. The image on the right is of a creature that was caught off the coast of New Zealand in 1977 by a Japanese fishing boat. It was 32 feet long and weighed 2 tons. Fact number 4. Evolution has occult roots.
You know what? That sounds so stupid, I have to see where it's going with it.
Many people don't realize this, but Charles Darwin was not the inventor of evolution.
He's right, oddly enough. Darwin didn't invent it. He simply discovered evolution via natural selection.
He just made it popular. The fact of the matter is, evolution has much older, occultic roots. Thousands of years before Darwin, people in shamanic cultures believed that humans and animals were related. Evolution is also at the core of the Hindu and witchcraft belief system.
That's it. I'm skipping this one. The stupidity of it is coming to me in my brain cells.
Fact number 5. Evolution is impossible because of irreducible complexity.
Right. I'm going to skip this one based on the grounds it is pointless. I will say this: we did not evolve our current body parts. Life started off with very simple and less sophisticated body parts, and then we got what we need over time. How can you Christians not get that?
Fact number 6. Evolution is impossible because of the DNA species barrier.
I can already tell this is going to be completely stupid. And we are only on the 6th one. There are 4 more of these after this.
DNA doesn't allow one species to evolve into another one. In other words, there is no way, no matter how hard you try, that you can produce a cat from mating different breeds of dogs over time.
I was right. This person never took a single fucking biology class. I'll make this really simple. How one tells if they have different species is when they can't breed. You can have 2 salamanders and they won't breed because they're 2 different species. Because when they breed, like morning or evening, colors of their skin, mating calls, so on and so forth. This is simple biology.
It's a biological impossibility. DNA has a species barrier, which prohibits one species of animal or plant from crossing over into another one. The best that can be accomplished is the creation of different breeds within a species. Take the American English Coonhound, for example. It's a 1905 breed of dog developed from Virginia hounds, which were developed over time from dogs imported to the United States. But it's still just a dog, even though it's a relatively new breed. Also, if you look at different animals and plants in the world, they are relatively easy to distinguish. It's not hard to see that a fish, dog, cat, monkey, and human being are all different species. Yet, if evolution really went on for 6 million years, like evolutionists claim, and throughout that entire time, fish evolved into land animals and land animals evolved into other land animals and human beings, there shouldn't be such a clear distinction between species. We should have all kinds of transitional types of life forms around us right now.
Go to fucking college, you fucking moron, and learn something. The theory of evolution says that we will get such a diversity of life, not look like one another. And if you're wondering, if a dog gives birth to a cat, that disproves the theory.
But they don't exist, which means that evolution never happened. Fact number 7. Written records don't support the theory of evolution.
What the shitting fuck is this? Of course it doesn't support it. We invented writing barely a few thousand years ago. We were too busy trying not to get killed by everything else. So we start off with it. And also, skip.
Fact number 8. Evolution is a religious belief.
Bull fucking shit. It's not a religious fucking belief. Religious beliefs require zero evidence. Science does. And you know what? You would never say that about the germ theory, now would you? Skip.
Fact number 9. Evolution teaches immoral behavior.
I'm really starting to hate this fucking video.
Since evolution teaches survival of the fittest and that we were not created by God, that means that we are not subject to God's laws, or any other laws for that matter. Instead, it's only the strong that survive by any means necessary.
Survival of the fittest does not mean survival of the strongest. It means the organism that is best fit to its environment will survive. Think of it like 3 pairs of shoes, for example. The first one is falling apart. The second one is smaller than the other 2. The third one was bought recently. You put the first one on and the sole of the shoe falls off. When you try the second one, it hurts your feet. When you put the third one on, it fits your feet perfectly. Now tell me, which pair of shoes stays and which ones get thrown aside? I can't believe I had to use an analogy to explain this. This video is getting on my nerves.
Darwin also taught racism. He claimed that some races were more evolved than others and therefore more intelligent.
Darwin was using race instead of species. Also, if he was a racist, that doesn't disprove the theory.
And this line of reasoning has led to some devastating consequences throughout history.
Yeah, and Christianity never killed and persecuted anyone ever. Like the Salem witch trials, Spanish Inquisition, the current treatment of the LGBT community. And if you bring up Hitler, I'm going to point out how he was a fucking Christian. His separate command were all fucking Christians. And over 95% of his goddamn army were Christians. He did everything because of his God. If you bring him up, I'm going to skip ahead.
Darwinian evolution was the driving force which led Hitler to
Skip.
Fact number 10. The theory of evolution is not a fact.
For fuck's sake, not this argument. You are thinking of the everyday definition of theory. When you are talking about science, it's best that you use the fucking science definition. In science, nothing can be 100% true. And I bet my belly button that you think that the theory of gravity is fact, even though it is called a theory. Oh wait, I already did that point out to you. Skip.
This has been a Bible Flockbox production. If you have enjoyed this video, please like it, share it on your social media, and subscribe to my channel. Like me on Facebook as well. I share more content there, and I reply to messages on there more than on YouTube because they're easier to keep track of. Not to mention, I also take suggestions for videos, so if you have any interesting topics which you would like to see me turn into a video, feel free to drop me a line on my Facebook page. God bless.
Great fucking shitstorm. I'm glad that's over with. See, unlike all of you viewers, I had to watch the whole fucking thing. And if you want to see the full glory of the stupidity, link down below. Right, those of you that don't have blood coming out of your eyes and ears, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And those of you that do the exact same thing, and then go to the hospital. Till next time.